Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with another Starbow commentary. The first time ever I am not casting my own game. It's going to be Axe Ryuong against Axe Impact. These are games played as part of the Starbow Invitational in the final rounds. This is not the final round, but it is, I think it's the semifinals. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys did a little bit different perspective on the whole ZvT matchup. So you guys can compare, you know, a player like Impact's Z with my own Z and see what he does, you know, against bio pushes, against mech, against stuff like that, science whistles, etc. So I actually have not seen this game, so I don't know if it's a good one. Hopefully it is a good one. I assume it is. I think this series actually went into 5 rounds. This is a best of 5, and I might do all 5 of them. I don't know. This is actually game 2. It was just a little bit longer than game 1, so I chose to cast this one instead of the first one. But anyway, in the bottom right we have Impact, and in the top left we have Ryuong. This is played on Destination, Neo Destination. Pretty cool map. The choke leading into the natural is a double bridge, like so. And then you can actually get up into the main by mining out a mineral patch, but it takes a long time to mine. This is, you know, 90 minerals, mining one at a time. And it does regenerate a little bit too. So it's kind of a weird mechanic. It's definitely, you don't mine it at a normal rate. You actually just mine it once and then it regenerates the mineral fields. But anyway, Impact going for a 12 hatch. And it looks like he's going for gas after the hatchery. So he's going to have really fast zergling speed or really fast tech. And this is already, you know, a little bit different than what I do. So it's just going to be interesting to see what he actually uses this for. I don't understand why the spawning pool hasn't started yet. I guess he doesn't have enough money, but this is going to be way too much gas for whatever he chooses to go. So maybe I don't know, he's obviously played a lot of Starbow games in this tournament alone, so I would assume he knows what he's doing, but this is going to be so much gas, like an incredible amount of gas. And maybe he just figures, you know, I have one for each patch right now, not going to oversaturate, so let me just get really early gas since I'm going to have this many drones anyway. And, you know, Terran doing the same with his geyser, but obviously Terran, you know, they're a little bit different as far as that kind of stuff goes. Pretty fast factory going down, and see, we are seeing so much gas, so maybe he's going to start a lair, and he's going to start zergling speed, but my concern is he won't be able to produce a queen if he starts to lair right away, so this is just kind of all kinds of weird. Queen obviously pretty good. It increases your larva protection by 60% for only 150 minerals. So a queen is actually more cost effective in larva increasing than a macro hatch. So here comes the queen, here comes the speed, so I guess he's just stockpiling gas at this point for the lair. Oh wait, oh, he only started one queen. He just started a queen at the natural. This is really weird. This is super fast tech, so pretty interesting to see. He's obviously foregoing, you know, drone saturation and larva production in favor of tech, and now he's actually pulling 2 guys off of gas. So this is really weird. I don't know what he's going to do with this. I'm surprised that he stopped mining this gas, since, you know, obviously if he's going to be teching to something, it's going to be very gas intensive, whether it's lurkers, whether it's mutas. I doubt he'll go for anything like roaches, so kind of unusual. Looks like Ryuong is doing the same with his gas, pulling all but one SCV off, and he's going to be going for a couple of vultures. So spine in the middle, not the greatest against vultures, because obviously they can run along the top or they can run along the bottom. But this link speed is going to be pretty damn helpful. And he's actually, what is he doing with these drones? He's sending 3 drones somewhere. I am so lost. What the hell is going on? He's sending them to... Oh, he's sending them to mine the back mineral patch. He wants to do a run by, it seems. But Ryuong is all over this. There's no way this is going to work. I have no idea what these drones are doing. This is very... I mean, even if these Marines weren't here, just the supply depot probably gives them enough vision to see any mining occurring. So this is pretty crazy. Actually, really good surround on these vultures. Oh my god, what is Impact doing? He's got so many lings. He needs this to work desperately. Otherwise, he's kind of screwed. And even if this does work... Vulture is obviously pretty good at kiting lings once they have that speed, but you can see he is not building any harvesters. He's actually going for a spire. Oh, he's making 2 drones, but he's going for a spire to follow up this silly attempt at a ling run by. And these drones are so obvious. I don't know what this guy is thinking, but this is really silly. You can see the mineral patch can be mined by more than one at a time, and he's desperately trying to mine this, and the SCVs think they can repair the regenerative mineral field. But this is a disaster for... What the fuck is happening? This is a disaster for Ryuong right now, or Impact right now. He's so far behind. He's trying to catch up on harvesters. I assume the command center is going to be landed soon. But he's actually balancing it pretty well. I'm surprised he's not way further behind as far as the harvesters go. Excuse me. But as we can see, stim is being researched, attack range is being researched. Marines start out with 4 attack range, and they actually get upgraded to 5 with that upgrade. Some interesting Overlord spread here. One on the very outskirts, which is it's in danger if the Terran does choose to push out. But the Terran seems to be doing a little bit of everything as well. He had a couple vultures. He's going for a lot of biotech. He's just now finishing his engineering base. So he's obviously going to go for some kind of bio push or bio play in general. 6 mutas on the way. And yeah, if we check out that harvester count, once those mutas come out, once those mutas start being produced, he's really not going to have a lot of spare larvae for drones. He's going to be focusing most of his larvae on mutas, especially with this second gas complete on just 5 harvesters at his natural. So this is going to be pretty tough. Impact's this very suspect plays here. The early gas really crippled him. I don't know why he got the early gas if he was just going to try a mineral heavy Ling run by via the back mineral patch. So this is really weird. He also researched Burrow, which I think is pretty cool. I think Burrow's a lot better in this game than it is in you know, normal Heart of the Swarm. He might be able to pick off the SCV type. No, it doesn't look like it. I think it's a lot more powerful than in Heart of the Swarm, and the reason I say that is Lings do a lot more damage, so you really focus on closing in on your opponent with the Lings and getting that damage done, as opposed to just like running at them and being kited and so on. So if you can bait these Marines out, Marine Medic Force out over to the Lings, he might have a pretty good shot at taking out this army, which he needs to pick up something like that, because look at this, he's down 14 on harvesters, he's got no third on the way, he's got very linear tech, which is just, you know, mutal Ling, doesn't have any banelings, doesn't have anything special. He's working hard to try to pick up some extra SCVs, but this bio, I mean, obviously can stop these mutas pretty easily. We look at the workers killed, he's only managed to take out 3 workers. I wonder if he's lost much. He's lost 250 resources, so maybe a muta and a couple Lings, maybe, you know, what, 10 Lings, something like that. Lings are 25 minerals apiece. I'm good at math. Forcing out a couple stims, but medics seem to have plenty of energy. Nice turret placement by Ryuong. Pretty well scattered, you know. He's got a weird supply depot on the outskirts, but that's mainly just to detect some mutas. Yeah, it is vulnerable, but it's worth losing 100 minerals than to be surprised by, you know, any drops or mutas or whatever. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Okay, we're good. We're good. Crisis averted. Speed up a little bit to where I was. Scan's just going down non-stop everywhere. I wonder where he's scanning. Probably these 2 locations. Yeah, scanning for a third. And I feel like the Terran doesn't need to move out for as long as he knows that the Zerg doesn't have a third base. Impact desperately trying to kill some more SCVs. Only killed 5 workers so far. And it's now 37 to 20. So he's not making any attempt to drone up. What is happening here? How is this guy good? I don't understand. +1 attack almost finished. He's really relying on the opponent moving out open. There's the burrowed Lings that he's going to very easily see with that scan. Impact realizing that now lifting those Zerglings up. This depot is going to go down, but not a big concern for Ryuong, only 100 minerals, and he really wants to kill these turrets. Okay, I've never heard of Impact, but I'm starting to question his skill level. He's still not making any drones. He's still just going for Ling Muta. He's assuming the Terran's going to move out, like, and then the Zerg army will be able to, you know, crush him, and then maybe he can come back that way. But those Lings are still burrowed, very obviously, I must say. Just outside the bridges. I mean, that's where they were when the first scan went down, and Ryuong would be an idiot to not scan that again. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. We can see vessel tech on the way. Fusion core allows for, you know, additional upgrades. Oh, jeez, what is happening? Fusion core allows for additional upgrades on the engineering bay, but not sure if you needed that right away. I don't think you need a fusion core for science vessels, although you might. Don't quote me on that. Might be something you need. Radiate on the way. Science vessels obviously on the way. He's going to produce the second one here. He should probably be overcharging these starports, especially since he has so much stacked up energy. Might be saving that for scan, but it looks like Ryuong is posturing to move out, and yeah, there's the very obvious scan. Scanning these Lings, he's not even going to unburrow. Oh my goodness. Wow. This guy made it this far? I'm still not making, he's still at 20 drones, still not making any drones. And like I said, as long as the Terran knows there's no third taking from the Zerg, he can just continue to do what he's doing. Yes, he's losing some turrets, he's losing some Marines. He's lost 13 SCVs, but that really doesn't matter. I mean, the SCV count is still 39 to 20. And the reason he's lost so many SCVs is because Impact is investing so much money into these mutas as opposed to, you know, getting some drones, getting a third, working for the late game. And I really don't see where Impact expects to get with this kind of composition, especially once the vessels start irradiating. Choosing not to irradiate right now. He really wants to irradiate in combat where, you know, splits are more important, where you're microing your units is more important than splitting your mutas. So you can see he's already kind of splitting the mutas to prevent any super detrimental irradiates. But I think this is going to be really ugly once the Terran player does actually move out. The Zerg is going to be in for a world of hurt. He's just continuing. Yeah, there's one irradiate, so he is moving out, forcing Impact to split that muta. Does so somewhat well, and now he just moves into the bio army with not even all of his units, and there's going to be an irradiate. 2 bad manner SCVs coming down, and that's going to be it for Impact. He didn't even use these lings or mutas. I have no idea what was going on there. Maybe this guy isn't very familiar with Starbow, but that was poorly played. Very poorly played. I don't know why he was expecting this to work. Maybe they need to rework this map a little bit to make this more viable, because it's pretty obvious to the Terran opponent that you are mining at that. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit different take on ZvT. Kind of a transparent game, but that's going to be it. Thanks for watching.